Bulge. He
We're
said
gonna measure bulge.
it's bulge. So, greetings and salutations, everybody. With me, I have Shawn, and hopefully, in a couple of minutes here, we'll have Conspiracy Catz. And Shawn's got some stuff he wants me to model out. Go ahead and tell me what it is, there, Shawn.
All right. Everybody knows that Conspiracy Catz uploaded a video dealing with Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier and how it doesn't work on a flat Earth. Well, there's been some contention about it. There's been some serious butthurt about it. And
Butthurt
Conspiracy
doesn't
Catz
happen.
just joined us. Hi,
What's up,
Conspiracy
Catz?
Catz. I don't think he can hear us yet.
You need audio. We can hear you. Hold on, let me type it up.
Did he just get camera shy?
We hear you. Oh yeah, look at me spelling wrong.
Fuck's sake, what's going on here?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I love it when a Brit gets mad. It sounds so cool.
Hi, I'm here. Hi,
Hey,
sorry.
there you go. What's up, CC?
Not so bad. How are you doing, Si? Okay.
Another fun-filled day. What do you call it? So, what you got for me? You got some mountains for me to model out here.
Well, I'm gonna say that there's a guy on Twitter called, at the minute, just gonna call him Ike, and he deserves literally all the credit for this. He tweeted me this photograph ages ago, and not only has he got this photograph, but for times to come, he's got videos, he's got photographs from all different angles, he's got panoramic views, anything that they come back to rebuke with.
Oh, sweet.
He lives on the door of the mountain pretty much. He can take any measurement, any photograph. So I hope he's listening, because he deserves a massive shout out for sending us that photograph. But yeah, we've got the mountains.
All right.
Well,
I glanced at the picture because somebody had sent me the link, and I glanced at the picture, and oh no, that's right. You guys put it in the Hangouts chat, and I came back and I said, "Them some big mountains." But so while you're explaining this, let me just go ahead and get the raw data from you first. Now, from what I understand, I need your actual, well, his actual location for the picture, and then I need the three heights. I need Mount Rainier, the second peak of Mount St. Helens, and then Mount St. Helens itself.
You also need the elevation of the observer.
Of course, and then distances, of course. But I can get those from Google Earth.
Well, he's got all that information on the actual original picture. Is there some way I can send it to you?
Literally, actually, you can screen share it.
You can screen share it, man.
Oh, it's on my phone.
Okay, you can't screen share it then.
Okay. Well, Shawn, you can screen share then.
I will go to Conspiracy Catz video real quick,
because my screen sharing is far less impressive.
Conspiracy Catz.
How are you doing, man?
So let's see. I'm gonna put these notes here.
Oh, did you just leave it on the Baldy Catz channel? I thought you had it on the other one too.
What?
I think he's only got it on Baldy Catz.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's only on the Baldy Catz, and it's yeah, I think it's on the second to last video I did. Well, you can see it on the thumbnail.
Yeah. All right, and mute that.
Helens.
And where's the picture? There it is. Come on, there you are. All right, let me drag that. Oh, I didn't pause it like a dummy. Okay, we'll drag that over here so I can share the whole screen. We'll even full screen it for you. Share that screen, and there you go, Sly.
Okay, one second. I gotta put this on you for a second, and I'm gonna present you to everyone just because. Oh wait, no, that was just presenting me for everyone. Okay. So
Now, just to point out for the slow in the class, what does the green text there say, Sly? Right in the center.
Mount St. Helens side peak.
What do you gather from that information?
Probably has something to do with the green line on the left side there.
Thank you.
Why is that a point of contention?
Well, no. Anthony Riley decided to do calculations. I'll let Conspiracy Catz talk about this one. This is actually his baby.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Let me finish my capture here.
Yeah,
This was brilliantly done, by the way, Catz.
Well, I've got to give the credit to Ike. You know, we had a chat for about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes the day I put this video out. And I said to him, like, how do you want it doing? And out of that conversation, he kind of said, well, let's give them enough rope to hang themselves. Let's be deliberately sort of obscure with what we're saying. Let's hold a lot back. So he has evidence of the elevation height of the observer. He's got evidence of everything, but we didn't give it. And as you can see in the video, I didn't explicitly say anything about the side peak, and I didn't know what they were going to come back with. I didn't know for sure that he was going to come back with the argument that he came back with about that not being the side peak height. But I knew he was going to come back with something because I've been obscure, and it was the way he did it was hilarious.
It was brilliant. That's all there is to it. Now, going by that side peak quote there, what do you think Riley's mistake was?
What, me or Sly?
Sly. Well, you know the mistake, obviously, Conspiracy Catz.
Is it? Let me guess. He's. I really don't know, actually.
He assumed that he was talking about the actual height of the entirety of Mount St. Helens.
So all of Mount St. Helens is 6,505 feet.
Well, no. It gets better because he went and actually did some research for once and found out that Mount St. Helens is actually taller than 6,500 feet.
Oh, so he's saying that it was that
Conspiracy Catz screwed up.
Numbers.
He's saying Conspiracy Catz screwed up.
Are you serious?
It was like, I'm in
by the way, I'd just like to put a disclaimer. These were put out by Leon Foucault.
Don't you mean Michelle?
Yeah, him too.
Oh, brilliant.
Let's see. Okay, Mount Rainier height and then kilometers away. All right, so
now,
man,
of course, we want you to do the standard.
Feet. Why in feet, man?
Of course, we want you to do the standard, Sly. We want you to make the flat Earth representation.
Oh yeah. And
I also want you to do a curved Earth representation for a very good reason, which I'll get into after you do it.
Okay, so I just got to put all this together here real quick. Okay, now do you have the actual height of Mount St. Helens?
Just a second.
Yeah, okay.
We could ask Riley. He knows.
Yeah, of course he does.
He knows it inside out.
8,366 feet.
Well, I was going to work in meters. This isn't going to work.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Catz, because I'm going to be changing that because I hate working in feet and miles.
If it makes you feel better, Catz, when I actually do the physical scale model of this, it will be done with meter conversions.
Oh, fantastic!
Literally a 1/10,000th scale.
I mean, it's so much easier. Let's see. St. Helens side peak, and that are you aware of that 53.9 miles? That is to the side peak, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Rainier is 14, which nobody sees the problem with this anyway, which I think is funny. But it's because it's not up at eye level anyway. So we'll just leave it at that. Let's see, 410.
Now, I do got a question for you, Cass, and I hope I don't accidentally spring one of your traps here.
Go on.
When you actually showed the heights when you're doing the orthographic view,
yeah,
I noticed that you cut off the bottom sections and you only took from the eye level up for your heights. Now, is these heights based on the eye level, or is that the actual height from sea level?
No, what I was trying to do, and I was trying to kill two birds with one stone. It didn't quite work. The Boulder Catch channel is supposed to be like teaching basic stuff, and I was going through the motions about how I calculate how much of Rainier should be seen above St. Helens. So I only took the bottom off so I could create the triangle and talk them through the steps of the trigonometry. There was nothing crafty about that. It was just the steps I worked through.
Okay, I just didn't want somebody to like add another 325 meters to the bottoms to fudge the numbers.
Once I took that 327 meters off, I deducted it from the heights of the mountains. So, what? This is all new to me. Like, what software do you use, Sly?
Well,
Well, this here's Google Earth.
This is
Well, that's Google Earth, yeah, but the yeah, I think
Sorry, Cat.
I think
Made
I've
it
heard
easy.
of that one.
yeah, it might be a little familiar to you, but no. Let's see. Hold on a second. One second. St. Helens.
Hey, at least he's
Maine.
taking it in stride. He knows that I pick on everybody.
Yeah. No, the I use 3ds Max, but I did a video before about 3 videos back now called Silent Movie 6, I think it was, where you can actually get 3ds Max offered out a watered down version for creating games, and it is actually still available, and it is 100% free, and you can actually do everything of what I'm about to do with the exception of the final render. You have to do a screen cap. But with the exception of the final render, you can actually do it all yourself.
What was that called again?
Well, the one that you're looking for is called Gmax,
Gmax.
and you'll find it on a site called Turbo Squid.
Yeah, not to be confused with G Spot.
Yeah.
I've never found that, especially not.
Nobody finds that.
Let's see, Mount Rainier. Site. There's Mount Rainier. Now,
yes, Mark Beasley. When I was a kid, Mount St. Helens was a lot taller too. So yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Touche. Mount Rainier. And let's see. Actually, you got the GPS coordinates, because I was gonna say, from this, I can actually probably even find out where you were standing. Just by the picture. It's somewhere along, I would say, this line. Right about this line. Just gonna have some fun with that. Alright, so what is his GPS here? His GPS is, let's see, 45. Oh, 243. Oops, yeah, it would help if you would actually do it. 45. 5 degrees. 29 feet. Or feet, yeah. 6.
Oh, just had a message from Mike, the guy who sent the photograph. He's actually listening. So there's
Nice.
Yeah, there's specific questions you want asking him. If you well, I'm just assuming, like, if Ike's listening, is he happy to tweet answers to any questions? Because that might help.
42.
Can you catch that, Sly?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying.
The guy that took the photo, Ike, is actually listening to us right now. So if you have any questions, he's happy to tweet about it to Conspiracy Catz.
Oh, no, see, what I'm doing is what flat earthers won't do, and that is I'm not questioning, I'm defining. And look at that! Oh my God, look at that! Look at that! That line that I just drew of my assumption of where he was.
How many meters are you off from your?
Oh my God, that was just a rough guess. I am. Hold on a second here. Meters, because it's not going to be kilometers.
No.
I was off by 93 meters.
now, mind you haven't actually looked hard. You just drew a line to where you thought it was.
Yeah, just lining up where I thought Rainier versus St. Helens Side Peak was.
Now, how much time did me, you, and Dazza spend on the original Hoy Lake claim by Anthony to find all of his photograph spots?
Well, you see, finding all the photograph spots, that was one thing, but realizing that he was full of shit only took about a minute.
Well, yeah, but how long did we actually spend looking for those spots? Because this was just after literally 30 seconds of just making a line, and you were 90 meters off.
Pretty fucking good. No, but we found that stuff pretty quickly, actually. The I just remember seeing that damn what was it, a lighthouse?
The lighthouse, yeah.
Like that he claimed that he drove all the way up to that other location, took a picture, and then drove all the way back. It's like, really, dude? Okay, so this is where he was, huh? All right. So we'll just we'll put a special marker right here, and we'll call this the OP. All right. So now I'm going to grab the distances for this. Why? Because I want everything in fucking kilometers. All right. Now we got the, well, we'll do, no, actually I want to use the measurements that he's used. We'll do that first because we got to validate what he's got. All right, so that's the heights. Okay, that's all good. And we got it mapped out on here. So let's go ahead and move that over. And then, because I suck at doing math in the head here, let's see, feet to here's. Is somebody's phone ringing?
Not me.
It's not mine. I just took a drink of coffee.
All right, maybe it's mine. Well, anyway, you guys talk about random shit that Riley said while I'm doing this. It's gonna take a second.
Good Lord, where to begin?
Did you listen to it last night, Sean?
I caught part of it. I actually caught more of it when Tim Osborne was recovering it.
Has Timmy done a video on it?
He's done a video on it, not dealing specifically with the Riley claims, but he was dealing with something that Jaron said after he got on their little ranty show. Because
I was getting tired then.
Because Jaron said that Tim Osmond never gave him the pictures of the Salt Lake City observation from Antelope Island. Well, unfortunately for Jaron, Tim still has the Skype conversation where he actually gave him the links to the Google Drives where all the pictures are at.
That's what I caught the tail end of it. I woke up this morning, it must have been about 7 a.m. my time, and I got a notification, and I clicked on it, and I could see Timmy talking about something to be photographs, and but I was getting ready for work, so that'll be what that was then.
Yeah, so I've actually asked Tim permission to use part of that, and he's graciously said yes. So in a future video, not my next one, my next one's got a specific purpose. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But in a future video, when I deal with honesty, that will be used.
I just had a message from Mike, and he just says he wants to make it clear he used feet and inches because he's an American, and he doesn't want to change it to meters.
I'm only converting to meters because it's a lot easier to scale than it is with using feet and inches.
I am American. I am even a veteran, but I use kilometers and meters.
This is a bit mean, but I'm using on one of my next Conspiracy Catz videos, not the Baldy Cat ones. I'm going to look at Ranty and Anthony's stream last night, and in the very beginning of the.
Oh, we lost you.
They're like, oh, Conspiracy Catz, he fucked up, man. He did. Sorry for the language. You know, he's such an idiot. And then after about an hour and 20 minutes or something like that, Ranty's nearly in tears crying because he's sort of like that triggered. And it's just such a fast turnaround.
Was that when he banned you?
He banned me when I was trying to upload the video that Anthony watched. But when Anthony come back from the video, the whole tone changed. It was like, oh, he says he's trapped us, and then Ranty got upset, and Anthony, all they wanted to talk about then was not the picture, had they been trapped or not. It was hilarious. I've never seen a faster backpedal in my life.
All right, so the only thing that's not listed on that document there, or that image, is to the peak of St. Helens itself. So what I'm gonna do.
What, the side peak or the actual peak?
The actual peak. Side peak is listed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in side peak. I'm going to put in the actual peak, which is where I put the marker at. And we'll give that a nice rough 88.7 kilometers. See that? Okay.
Oh, Ike says it should be about 40 miles.
Don't even start.
Oh no! Now he's saying no.
7 kilometers.
Oh no, he's saying he's just tweeting no.
Okay, so save that in place. Oh, jeez, no, I didn't do that, did I? Desktop, mountains. All right. So that's enough Google Earth. So now let's see. Now my largest distance that I got here, as far as distance goes,
Right here
is 167. So I'm gonna have to do it a 4 stretch. That's fine. So let's see here. I've gotten so used to doing this that I even have little buzzwords for what I'm doing.
I remember watching the one you did when you were putting the camera on the wall. You know, the one that Soundly is going to take the photographs of when you were debunking Nathan's nonsense, and you had the camera on the wall. You built that long. Fantastic, just to see it, in real time be built up. Yeah. I've got to learn this. Is it difficult to do? Like, are you trained professionally, or is this? Can anyone do it?
Actually, this is self-learned. You know, I mean, I've taught myself how to do this, but over years. But
right.
To the point. But what I'm doing here takes literally minutes to learn. And
wow.
And like I said, I did that silent movie on it to show you exactly how to do this, and it's really not that difficult. Let's see. So we'll go 5-kilometer width. We'll drop those down to that, and then we'll make this 111. Like that. So that's one stretch. So
well, Ranty doubled down and said that photograph was absolute proof of a flat Earth. So if he's right, what happens to us?
I'm not gonna stress too much about that.
Okay, so I'm gonna go green and blue with these.
Now, see, they can claim this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, Conspiracy Catz, is because they can claim, oh, this is just CGI till the cows come home. That's why I'm going to go out and actually build a physical scale model.
Yeah.
And Shawn, you might notice a difference in the technique that I'm using. I'm doing. You know how I used to? I would have the camera at the very end of it, and then I would look up, look down the track at whatever we were doing. But I always had to reposition the camera after I did the bend because it would bend down on each side, and then I would have to drop the camera.
Right.
What I'm doing, just so that it looks better for the comparison, is I do 2 in front and then 2 behind, or at least one, depending on the length that I have to use. That way, when the bend happens, the camera stays here in the middle.
Right.
And, what do you call it? So I don't have to adjust its height.
Oh, nice.
So that's why I'm doing 4 tracks here. This is actually 444 kilometers, or it's going to be for this demonstration, as opposed to just doing the 222 because I have one measurement out to Rainier that's more than 111.
So across the whole track, you're gonna have a 4-degree bend when you go curve.
Yeah. And that's only because of the fact that, like I said, I have to use at least 2 tracks. So, all right. So let's see, what do we got here?
Mac the Mad, GPS ain't gonna be a big deal because I'm gonna be doing it on a very, very flat surface, either a basketball court or a tennis court along the baseline.
So, according to this, the height of his camera was 519.6, so we'll just go 520.
This is awesome.
I'll just put this line here because I'm going to set it for that's actually 9 kilometers long. Let's see here. Specify length. That was 520, so that's 0.520. Whole unit is kilometers.
Tommy Gravald, remind Multi Tom that I think Hollywood would have a serious issue with that claim.
No, is Tom on here right now?
Not yet, but Tom in my community tab, when I told him that when I told everybody I was going to be making a physical model of something, Tom says, nobody can model the real world, you dumbass.
Interesting.
So it's interesting that, Hollywood has been making models of the real world for dozens of years. And most people don't even notice the difference that it's an actual scale model.
No, if you see Tom on here, anybody who's got a wrench, nuke him. I have no love for Tom. Number one, that long-standing lie that he told Daz, the cameraman.
He still needs to lick some boots.
Yeah, so that, and plus seeing that he thought it was funny to say Sieg Heil to me because I live in Germany.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
And then and also he thinks something about veterans is humorous. So no, or military members in general. So if y'all see him, don't even respond to him. Just get rid of him. I already have him muted off the channel, but what do you call it? But that doesn't stop people from showing up in here. All right. So, sorry for making that into a louder sob story, but let's see here. Okay, so I got camera height, and now I'm going to need. Let's see. That's going to be 1 mountain, 2 mountain, 3 mountain.
For Vicky in the chat, this is why I'm having Sly do this on the computer, and here in the next few days, I'm going to actually be building physically a scale model of this in the real world.
He's actually going to build his very own Mount St. Helens.
Well, Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier.
All right, so let's see. This is going to be.
And we'll see what perspective actually does to this observation.
St. Helens.
On a flat and a round Earth.
St. Helens side.
So who's in the chat there? Because I'm watching on my other screen. I'm watching the Twitter to see if Ike says anything.
Well, we got all kinds of positive folks.
Ranty's not there.
Maybe not. He's got me blocked. He's got everybody blocked.
Yeah, but he would show up in there, I think. Okay. So
right now it's 224 watching.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
All right. So let's see. St. Helens. I have St. Helens Peak is at let's see, 2549. So we'll call that a nice even 2950. So 2 point or 2. Wow. Yeah, I'm speaking real dyslexic now. 2550. So that's 2.550. 2.550. Like that. And we'll make that a nice round.
Agreed, Tommy.
Okay, so there's St. Helens. And then St. Helens side peak is 1982.7, so we'll put that at 1983. So that's 1.983. Oh. And 1.
You sure you put that decimal? Oh, okay. Never mind. I see what you're doing.
The whole number is kilometer.
Right.
Okay, so that's that, and that's the side peak. And then let's go for Rainier. Rainier is 4,392 meters. 4 meters. That back in at 1.
That's a big bastard.
Yeah, Rainier's a big motherfucker, man. All right, so now let's get my measurements out. Tape. What do I can see?
Before you do any perspective view, I'm going to want you to go from the observer's point and actually look at the angular size of all 3 of those targets.
The angle? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Because remember, orthographic view does not apply perspective.
Of course not.
But we're going to show that it does.
And in case Nathan, Ranty, or Riley are actually watching this or watching this later, remember I did Metabunk versus perspective showing that. So, whatever.
Well, Anthony Riley on the video he did yesterday, when he thought he had me over a barrel and he was using the wrong number, he said that had that height of the side peak been the height of the mountain, then I would have been right, because he admitted, he said it did take into account perspective because we were using angular size. That's when he thought he was right. He backpedaled on that quite quickly.
It's nothing new, man. All right, so there's St. Helens at 88.7 out. And then St. Helens side peak. Oh, is that on the front side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The side peak is on the front side, so it's closer than the rim of the volcano.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha. I was going to say something about that didn't sound right. All right, so let's see here. So that's 86.74. So I need to change this one. Where is it? 86.74. Boom. That over there. Okay. Side peak is going to be, we'll just give that a nice pretty pink. Seeing that wait, what color is in the drawing again?
Green.
Green. Let me give that green.
I think Rainier has to be purple though. It's the biggest one, and it's the one that screws Riley.
No. St. Helens has to be purple because that's the part he fucked up.
Or that fucks him.
Okay,
Purple.
so St. Helens itself is going to be purple for a reason. And then let's see, and he's got red in there for Rainier. I got the distance for Rainier. Distance to Rainier from the observation point. Let's see, is 167.372. 167.372. Bam. It's gonna be a good little bit further. Oh yeah.
Way further.
Way back. Alrighty. So, with the exception of the camera,
actually, I think you got Rainier a little too low.
What? No, this is the ruler line. This is the ground.
Yeah, when you're zooming out, it looked like it was 1 pixel too low.
No, it's you're confusing these two lines. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about here? Yeah, no, that does that when you zoom it in and out. Just weird. But okay, so got my distances. Get rid of that. Now let me drop a camera. I know I'm not going to show it yet. All right, so let's see. Camera right there at the height stated.
This is like Christmas.
Wait till you see the physical model.
Yeah, I can't wait. Hope Ike's still watching because
this is like watching the making of before you watch the movie.
Did anyone see Phuket Word's scale? Well, it wasn't a scale model, was it?
That is exactly what inspired me, Conspiracy Catz. And that is why I'm not going to use mountains. I'm going to use construction paper lighters.
Every video he does, he takes some lighters, he puts the camera below the lighters, and that solves every single problem he's got, doesn't it? You know?
Well, except for the fact that he's got the front lighter extremely close to the camera. And the second lighter is not twice as high as the front lighter.
So let me go to the front first, or left. Now this is what this is going to look like, basically. Now Rainier is off to the left.
Helen's is all the way to the right.
Main peak is there, and then the side peak, we'll just put that in the middle. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all these. Pay attention, right, cats? Because there is a test.
Oh, shit. Right, okay.
All right, so first thing I'm going to do is everything that I just did, I'm going to copy and make a copy of it. Because one's going to remain flat and one is not. Let's see. Now, let's see. From the top. Now, I have these as red and blue. The flat ones I'm going to make as... Excuse me. Let's see. These ones I'm going to make as... Too bad I can't do black. Because black and blue would be perfect. We'll just do purple and blue. Purple and blue are going to be the flat ones. And that's just going to stay flat. And that just comes out in the end so you can actually, know which render you're looking at. So, purple and dark blue. Okay, and the green ones are the right ones. Alright, so let's see here. Front, or no, left. Now what I'm going to do also is I'm going to grab all of these, make it into a group. Okay, like that. Then I have to make sure that I put the bend point down where it's supposed to be. I know Kara. I know Kara. I know Kara. I'm just putting that out there. I don't know if she's watching, but I'm sure she has probably a much finer way to do it than what I'm doing. Okay, so got that group, and then what I'm going to do, let's see, on the right, from the front. I am going to, one of the models now, I have made it into a complete group, so that means when I bend one object, they all bend as a whole. Flat Earth Victoria Canada, this is what I was talking about, actually doing the work, moron. Let's see here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend. I think it's at X from here. Yeah. Okay. So basically what I can do is I can make it so I can bend it. And what I'm going to do is bend it by 4 degrees because I have 4 tracks of 111 kilometers. That's what the 4 pieces were that were broken up there. So now you can already see here that angular size will be, whether across a plane or across flat, the angular size is going to be retained. So it's it's almost a no-brainer in that. So I got that, and then I need to front left. What I need to do is I need to call this the curve cam, and then I'm going to call this flat cam. So now, what did you want me to show before I actually reveal?
Okay, go back to your side view on the flat plane.
Actually, let me go ahead and raise the whole group of them up so it's easier to distinguish the two.
Right.
Okay.
And
so,
I want to get the angular sizes of all 3 of the target points.
Angular sizes of all, man, you got some wishes, man. All right. Let me go ahead and freeze something here. Let me freeze all this. Just so I there's no way I can actually move the selections anywhere. All right.
Because
So
Anthony was nice enough to give us the angular sizes, and I want to just show that this orthographic view results in the same angular sizes.
okay.
Yeah, good shout. We don't want to leave him with any questions. That's
Because remember, they say that the orthographic view doesn't properly represent perspective. Because it doesn't adjust for angular size angular size reduction due to distance.
Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. So, all right, you ready to take down some numbers?
Just a second.
Because you're doing that part.
Well, let me get Notepad up. Okay, this is to the side peak.
This is the side peak first. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. The bottom is, let's see. Looks like I could probably, yeah, I can actually just say it like this. Below eye level is 0.34 degrees,
All right.
and then above eye level for a total is 0.96. We'll say 0.97 degrees.
All right. Then Helen's itself.
Okay, hold on. I need to do this better. Hold on. Make it so it's easier for me to see this, or switch between the two.
so that's about 1.3, isn't it? Which is what Anthony got.
Uh-huh.
So that's exact. That is because Anthony called it bang on 1.3.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
In fact, it is 1.31.
Okay, St. Helens Peak herself is, okay, above eye level is 1.31.
And the base?
Below eye level is 0.32. Oh, well, it's going to be the same. Sorry. 0.32.
Okay, and then Rainier.
Rainier. Okay, Rainier. Below eye level is, wow, it says 0, but why does it say 0? Shouldn't say 0. Okay, well, I got 0.18. I don't know why it's saying 0 for some reason, but I got 0.18. I think it's out too far, that's all. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Hold on. No? Okay. So,
0.18?
yeah, 0.18, yeah.
Below eye level?
Yep.
Okay.
I think we might have to. And then, no, okay. No, we gotta do this different because for some reason it's calculating it different because of the distance. All right, check this out. 89.817. Write that down.
All right.
Minus 88.680. That'll get your total.
Just a second. $1.137.
Okay. And what did he get?
I think he said 1.5.
It's a bit too big, isn't it?
I've heard that.
Hold on a second. Let me just see if there's a problem with this because I don't know why it's reading zeros there, so I'm just going to make a new one. Oops. That was really weird that it was reading zeros. Okay, so let's see what that says now.
But for the Peak of Helens itself, I'm getting... Oh, shit.
I don't know why that's coming out as zero. That's really friggin' weird. Hold on. Really kind of slowing the roll here, man. What the hell? I'm going to put one on the top, one on the bottom.
Something ain't going right with your calculations here, Sly, because for some reason St. Helens was actually coming in at 0.99 degrees.
What are you talking about?
You reading the right numbers?
I just converted them to meters, that's all.
No, I mean on your angle measurements. Are you actually reading the right numbers?
Well, let's check that.
Oh, duh. I'm an idiot. That's me being mad. I actually, yeah, that was me being stupid for a second. 1.31 plus 0.32, 1.63 degrees for St. Helens.
All right. So, why does that keep reading zero?
And 1.31 for the side peak.
All right, let's use the x-axis numbers then, because that's the height anyway. Okay, so that's going to be 179.818 minus 178.676.
What was the first one?
179.818.
And the second?
Second, I got 178.676.
Alrighty. $1.142.
That's the heights I got, man. I mean, I can screw it off by about maybe a 0.001 off of there, but no, that's the heights.
Oh, you're going from the observer point, right?
Yeah.
That's where Riley screwed this up.
Why?
Because when he did his calculations for his thing, he actually went from the baseline.
Yeah, he didn't do elevation height, did he?
No, he didn't. He actually set the observer or the right triangle at the 0 elevation mark.
Well, yeah, but I can't imagine that's going to make much of a difference, if any. Okay, so let's okay, bottom is at 0, so in this case, bottom is going to be directly at 180, right? Which it is. So what's 180 minus 178.498?
1.5.
Okay, so I guess it does make a minor difference then.
It makes a big difference.
That's exactly what they got. Though they got 1.5 as well. They got 1.4.
Oh, yeah. Now I know why. Because when you're doing it at the bottom here, if you were to actually do it as a isosceles triangle, then what do you call it? You wouldn't. This distance wouldn't be the same
Right.
because what do you call it? Because that's a right triangle. Because an isosceles triangle is going to be like a little bit like this, and it's going to be a little bit different.
Yep.
Okay, now I got you.
So do them all over again with the baselines.
Oh, you fucker. All right, so well, that
Just
means
to show that Riley's math was correct from orthographic view.
okay, so I don't even need the tops or the bottoms anymore because they're all going to
Nope.
be at 180. So do 180 minus. This is St. Helens top. Oops. 180 minus 178.356.
That would be 1.45.
Okay. And then side peak. (180 minus 178.688).
Be 132. And we got what do we get for Rainier? I didn't type. I actually didn't type that out.
Oh, you fucker.
Yeah, I'm a dick. I know. I was just excited that we matched up with Anthony.
That's brilliant, though. That's ideal, isn't it?
Now, bear in mind, Anthony, we're doing this from side view to get the angles that you say orthographic view doesn't work to get angles.
180 minus 178.498.
That would be 1.52.
Right. That's Rainier.
So we've got the side peak at 1.32 degrees. We've got Helens at 1.45 degrees, and we've got Rainier at 1.52 degrees.
Pretty much bob on what they got.
And they were saying that side view in orthographic view doesn't account for what?
Yeah. Now bear in mind, Anthony, we did no calculations. We literally drew the angles in orthographic view.
I can draw lines.
And they matched your calculations. What does that tell you? Orthographic view does indeed represent perspective.
Exactly, it does. I mean, how do you get angular size if you're not drawing angles?
Bingo.
Moron. Okay,
so Nathan, there's your answer to all of your dumbass problems.
And if you would like to see on the curved Earth, hold on. Just thought about this. On the curved Earth. Okay, we'll put this right down here. Okay, now you gotta do some math again, man.
Oh, fuck you.
Just for Rainier. Let's just do Rainier.
Okay, Rainier, curved.
Okay, so we need you to, oops. Rainier is going to be 179.25.
All right.
Minus. Now there's going to be a minor disparity between this because of the fact that the stuff's tilted now.
Yep.
Let's see here. Get back over there. 179.253.
Are you trying to say that it's only 0.003 degrees difference?
Yeah, why did that not change?
Was one a positive? Well,
hold on. Oh, yeah. Good thing that you just said that. One is that they're above and below eye level.
Yeah.
180 is eye level. Sorry. So sorry. 180 minus 179.245.
Okay.
Get that result.
A second. That's 0.755.
Okay, and then 180 minus 179.253. And then add those two results.
All right. 747. Do, 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 do. 1.502.
That's about what we got before, right?
It is 0.018 degrees different.
Right. So basically nothing.
Right.
Now, just to show what everybody what I was talking about here, and just so nobody think that there was something funny going on, watch this x-axis number here. I'm just going to draw one so it actually does the live numbers. Once it gets to 180, it starts counting back down again.
I see.
Okay.
That makes more sense. I just wish it would show a negative or positive, if it would actually convert to negative over there.
Yeah, no, it's the coordinates inside of here instead of that. And yes, Kara, I know, Kara. I just don't know how to change it. But anyway, okay, so big reveal, right?
Oh, can't wait. Before you do the camera shot, I'm just gonna say to Ike that this is for you, buddy. He's been chomping at the bit for this, I know. So I want to thank him for that.
Okay, so what I'm gonna end up doing now, you said you have these pictures, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Can you send me one raw picture, this raw picture, the one that we have here? Can you send that in the back chat?
Oh, can I send it in the back chat? Right. I'm just waiting for Ike to respond,
Okay.
and because he's got all of them. He's opened up a Slack thing and put a load in, so I'll see if I can find it. Give me 5 minutes and I'll get one to you.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'll wait on the reveal for that then.
So I'll just say this right now. Thank you, Ike, for your observation.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much for your observation. And I think I'm going to call this one, but I'm not going to announce it, but I'm pretty sure we all know where this is going.
Yeah. Tommy, no, I didn't account for culmination.
But angle of attack.
Angle of attack.
So while we're waiting on Conspiracy Catz to get all that sorted, I'll just, once again, and I'm going to keep hammering this home, we just did an actual orthographic view and drew the angles, and they matched Anthony's calculations of
Because
what the
that's where
angular
those
sizes should be.
calculations come from. Morons.
So once again, orthographic view is perfectly fine for demonstrating perspective.
Angular
You don't
size.
have, well, yeah, angular size. But Anthony actually showed this on last night's Ranty Hangout, that we're not accounting for perspective because we're not reducing the size of the object as the distance gets farther from the observer. He calls it doubling perspective, that we're not doing. You don't need to.
Jeez. And because they're probably watching, or at least one of them is, I'm sure.
Oh, one from the crew definitely is.
Let me go ahead and remind you of why Nathan now calls curve calculators. He doesn't call curve calculators false anymore. He calls them, what does he call them? Curvature hijacking.
Perspective hijacking, proof of nothing.
Right. In other words, all the words that you can possibly
something.
think of to make it sound negative. I'm just going to. I'm just going to remind you that this video is the reason why he calls that. Okay. I did a video a while back, I think. Well, it wasn't too long. Back in July, called Metabunk versus Perspective. Okay.
He sent the picture to me, Sly. I'll send it over.
Sorry, Sean.
It's all good. But I did this video called Metabunk versus Perspective. The day after is when Oakley started calling. He stopped saying that they're wrong, and he just calls them perspective hijacking curve calculators.
All right, you got it, Sly. Or it's sending. There, you got it now.
Back chat.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Bling. Oh wow, that's
a pretty picture. I might make that in my desktop. Is that okay if I make that in my desktop, like? That's a pretty picture.
We're We're gonna call this Mount Saint Kiss My Ass.
Oh, and of course, Ranty says that the picture has been edited.
How?
Apparently, the top peak of Mount Rainier has been cut off.
Been cut off.
Yeah, according to Ranty. You know,
You have to go into photo analysis again.
well, you can try and fail.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's been cut off. Okay, Ranty. Let me tell you. Look, let me tell you what your. We're gonna do the reveal now. Let me tell you what your claim requires. How much of this to be cut off? Let me go ahead and tell you. Okay, we're gonna do the flat one first.
Yep.
Okay, view, camera, flat cam. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Why are they still white?
No. It's just I just got to render it now. Oops. Gotta wait for my damn drive to kick off again. Hold on. It's coming. I'll do another one in front of everybody here because I want to change the size as well. Come on, computer, you can do it. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me go ahead and change it to a much larger size here. We'll go for 720. Okay. So, you see this back here? That's Rainier. See this here? That's St. Helens. This green one right here, that's the side peak. Now, thing is, we're not even really zoomed in very much. Let me zoom in so we can get a better look at it. Curve cam. Okay. Oh, wait, not curve cam. It's, flat cam. Flat cam. Okay. That. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Just so we get a nice big fat picture out of it.
Now, why isn't Rainier coming up over that top of the mountain? Like, zooming in makes everything come back over everything.
It's a mystery.
Don't you see, man? I have the fake the globe button on.
Oh, that's it.
While doing flat. Now, one thing that you can see here in this picture is that Mount Rainier would be actually a little bit taller than Mount
The
St.
highest
Helens.
peak of Mount St. Helens.
Right. Yeah. So that means it would actually be this high. You see the problem yet, buddy? And not to mention, it would be way over the side peak.
Just a little bit.
Way over. So hold on a second here. We go ahead and do a little bit of fun here. I gotta save this, and then we'll go like this. Oh, geez, I haven't even made a folder for this. Desktop. We'll just call
Oh,
this.
don't worry, Feck you. This is just to wet the palette before I do the physical scale model build.
Oh, we'll just call it mounts. That, and then this is flat. Oops. Flat dot BMP.
Because here's something you guys can predict. When I actually build the physical scale model, are we going to see that, or are we going to see what the actual picture's of?
Now here's the other thing. Now I'm zoomed into 18 degrees field of view. So now let's go to the curve cam. Okay. Oops. Got still selected on the other
You can
camera.
already see the results. That's lovely.
Okay. And let's see. I need to change my camera. Change over to curve cam as far as what I'm adjusting. What I have it at? 18, right?
18-point change.
Yeah. Well, no, it's 18. 18. So, are we seeing a problem here yet?
Just a little bit.
Let's take a look. Oh! Well, now wait a minute.
Move the green one a little farther to the right.
I was going to say, yeah, I got the green one over too far. Hold on a second here. Unfreeze all. Yeah, I moved the green one over. Oh, I gotta ungroup it too. Group, ungroup. So all I'm doing is moving it horizontally. And I'm going to move St. Helens over horizontally as well. You see there's no height change.
Right.
I just don't know why it did. I had it lined up that way. They're lined up in the right distance order, but they were just they were moved to different locations there. So
Now you can render it.
now I can render
That's
it.
perfect.
Now look how fucking beautiful that is. Here's St. Helens. Here's Side Peak.
There's
and here
Rainier.
is Rainier.
Wow.
And Rainier, guess what? Is even with the peak of Rainier. Nothing was cut off here, bud. So hold on a second here. Save. Curve. .bmp. Alright, and then do that. Now, this is where we get to do the comparisons. Now, what I need to do is I need to. Oops. Full screen.
Jose, since you're in the chat, can you pass along a message to Anthony and Nathan that side view, the orthographic view, we actually demonstrated, thanks to Anthony Riley, can be used for perspective.
Oh,
Yeah. Please thank Anthony for doing the maths in advance for us.
We demonstrated it.
Desktop.
Well, Sly did at my request.
Okay. Mount.
Even called me a dick.
Okay, so that inserts that one. And then we'll go like this. That. To fill. Picture. Browse. Flat. Purple. Flat. Insert. And then all we have to do is format picture.
Oh, I never denied being a dick, Lula. Never once.
So let's go ahead and now this is not going to be lined up yet. So hold your horses. And then this guy here. This is going to be the part where Nathan and Riley are going to actually stop.
No, Jose, you're missing out a part. We demonstrated it.
Who?
Jose's going to take a quote out of context so he can say boom afterwards on the show.
Okay.
But it wouldn't be the first time he's done that.
Okay, so oops, and let's make sure we keep these in size, block aspect ratio.
And Jose, make sure you remember that it's because Anthony doing the math, we were able to prove that orthographic works.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to match the side peak to St. Helens and see how everything looks there. Okay, because this is how it's going to basically look. See, the problem is that contrary to all the other ones that we've really done, this is all land. As in, I don't have a frame of reference in the foreground. So this is really just a comparison between the three peaks. Because normally we have like in Miles Davis thing, I had the bridge, and that was a known height above the water. So we use the bridge as the known good, and then if everything's scaled out. So this is how this looks. Now, I really don't even have to do this because you can see that the peak does not match. But just to say that I did, I gotta match the green and the purple.
Well, here's what you can do to make it really easy, Sly.
Huh.
Just make sure you match the size of the other picture, and just line up Mount St. Helens top peak, and everything else should be in line.
Oh, you mean by scale then?
Yeah, go to the first one that you scaled. That actually was on the curved Earth.
Okay, well hold on. Let me go ahead and do that. Hold on a second. Okay, I just brought that one back down. So this is the scale because they were both zoomed into 18 degrees. So let's see, format picture. Now, what scale did I move that to? I moved that to 218%. So that means format picture. 218. Okay.
And then just light up the peak of St. Helens.
And look, you know that those two peaks actually do line up because they would. They're right in front of each other.
Yep.
But look where Rainier's at. It's above St. Helens.
Brilliant.
So, first of all, what was the gentleman's name again?
Ike.
Ike. Beautiful picture. Great stuff to work with, and obviously very accurate information. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened.
Nope.
And what do you call it? Thank you, Google Earth, for giving me the the distances. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened. That's called Nathan. That's called using the presupposed distances and heights and testing them to see if they relate to a real life photo or observation. And therefore, when it actually lines up and it matches up, guess what? That's confirming those numbers. Cool with that? Cool.
Well, here's the funny thing. We presupposed, first of all, that the Earth was flat when we started this whole thing.
Yep, and we got this. Oops. We got this.
And that's what we got, which did not match the observation. Then we assumed that the Earth was round with a specific radius, and guess what happened? That.
A very specific radius. This is the kind of stuff that proves R, Nathan. Okay? Because what I had to do, let me just go back here and just show you something here real quick. What I had to do is I made tracks. Okay? These are units of measure. Each one of these it has 111 breaks in it, each one of these. Those each one of those groups right there represents 111 kilometers. I know it's 111.319, okay, but 111 kilometers. The best you're going to get out of that 3.319 is probably about an eighth of a pixel. So you know, let's not cut teeth here. But so what I did was I have 4 because I wanted to make sure that the camera heights stayed the same when I copied them over. That's all. I did 4 111 kilometer long stripes. So that means that when I bent it, I can bend it by 4 degrees because each one of them would be 1 degree. That representation, the 111 kilometers per degree, is based on the stated radius of the Earth. So if I can put that into a model here, and then I can turn around and then I put a camera on it to look at it, and if that image that comes out of that camera looking at it matches up with the photograph, then guess what? I have confirmed those presupposed numbers. They are no longer presupposed. Putz. So, anyway. You know what? I want to test one last thing.
All right.
Because you see, our buddy, well, who did all the text work on the picture that was in the video?
It was Ike. It was the guy who sent it me.
Okay. So what I want to do is he made one last thing that he showed in there. Oops. Was he said this was about eye level. Now, that would be, well, see, we can't really call that eye level across a curved Earth because that is just the same level of above MSL, or am I wrong on that?
Go, what do you mean?
Did he do a parallel to a flat Earth, or did he do eye level as the horizon would drop away?
You said you have chat with Ike right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask him, because I need to be clear on this before I model it. Ask him if his stated eye level here is that per a curved Earth, or is that eye level because it's the same height off the ground as his observation point.
Right.
They're two totally different things. I just need to make sure of which one it is, so I know. So I know what it is that I'm modeling.
Right. I'm just tweeting him now. Oh, he's replying now. He's listening. Obviously, I've not even said he's texting. Same height, he says.
Okay, so
Okay.
same height above MSL.
Mhm.
Okay. So
So that's technically not eye level.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's yeah, equal
On a
level.
globe Earth, that's not eye level.
Yeah, I would say that'd be equal level, because eye level, because this is something that I'm actually working on for a different video right now. Eye level, let's see, front for him is going to be, I'll just draw a rectangle because that'll have everything already straight. Well, actually, I just need to get over here first so I can see it. Because eye level is going to be this one. Okay, so now I can do this as a bright yellow line with 200.
Zip that fucker right out.
Okay, now eye level is going to be on his. It's going to be about, well, let me put a marker there.
Oh, hang on. He's just sent another message. He's just saying it was an estimation of the peak finder data.
No. I totally get that, but like I said, what I want to find out is if eye level is meant as equal height above MSL or actual eye level per level. Hold on a second here. Why am I not being able to do this? Fuck it, I'll just do it like this. Okay, eye level is going to be yellow. Left. That's on this one. So, okay, so camera, curve cam, render, save. Now this is actual eye level per spirit level. Okay, so curve level BMP. Now I need to do on the right, oops, on the front. Now I'm going to take it and move it up to this one, just do the line. Now eye level for this, I realize I have it sunk below the ground there, but you won't see it, the part that's below the ground. So. Now this is eye level per height across flat. Oops, shit. Yeah. So left. Where is it? There it is. Oh, not that. I'll put that right in the middle. Camera, flat pan. There we go. That's eye level on flat. I want to do one more thing here. I want to dot BM stop that. Dot BMP. Now I want to do equal elevation on the other one. Front. Equal elevation. What was this? Hold on a second. What was that height again? Height is 17. Oh shit. Height was 519, so I think I did 520 meters. So 520 meters. Go over here.
Guys, if you send that to me over Facebook so I can click the links later.
And I'm going to back that one up. I'm going to do this one as his purple that he's got there. So purple. Oh, we'll just go for pink. Okay, I'm going to drop that out of the way for a second. And then this tape there. Just going to stretch it up there. And set distance 520. 0.52. Alright. So there is equal elevation. Cameras, curve cam, which is only going to apply to the curved one because it's going to be both the same on the flat cam. Render. Now watch this. Now I understand that what he was using was an estimation. He said it was an estimation, so that's fine.
Oh, after you get done saving that, don't leave the render yet. I want to point out something.
Curve level B. Dot BMP. See how close you were, bud.
Okay. I just want to point out that Anthony says, "Where's that missing such and such height?" Look to the left, below the green. What color do you see? Would that be red?
All right.
There's
So
your missing. There's your missing elevation.
Now this, like I said, this was just something I wanted to mess with. So now I'm going to do it on a clean one because we already know the zoom level that we did. It was what was that? 218 on that picture. Size 218. All right. So let's go ahead and put one more big one here.
Somebody said that they wanted you to check your Twitter, Conspiracy Catz.
Oh, sorry, I've just nipped at Lou. I've just got back. Did I miss anything? I was busting. I thought I'd do it quietly.
Phil Nye in chat. Phil Nye, the physics guy in chat, asked you to check your Twitter for his tweet.
Phil Nye asked me to check Twitter. Right, okay. Can I get that photo of Mount St. Helens? Yeah, once I'm done here, I'll send it you, man.
Build, picture, browse, and then this goes flat with level. Okay, now let's see. 200,
218.
218. Rock perspective. 218.
All right, guys.
Bring the fill down to a moderate level. This one, fill down. All right, let's do this. Copy this. One of them is only going to have this one on it. And one of them is only going to have this one on it. All right. Now he had his line on or about, again, an estimation. I would say, see that little nubby right there below the M?
Mm-hmm.
And then right here, this little gap. That looks like where we're going here. So, gap to the nubby. Fair?
Yep. Well, actually, go back to the original.
There's a nubby right here, and then there's this little V gap right here.
Yeah, I was just seeing if the purple line was above or below the V gap. It's right below it.
So hold on a second. There's it right there. The nubby. So I'm going to take this outline. I'm just going to make mine yellow. Oh, this. This. Alright, so we're going to match on both of them. We're going to match the small peak, the side peak to the top of Helen's. Okay, well, he was a little off on this one. Oh, you know why he's off?
Because
Because
your zoom level is different.
yeah, because the mountain that he got it off of is a lot closer, so it's going to be higher. It's obviously, yeah. Okay, well that was a slightly wasted effort because I didn't have that. Yeah. Well, nevertheless, Rainier too short to be on a flat Earth.
Brilliant.
Now I got one more favor to ask of you, Sly.
Oh shit! What?
Go back to your side view of the curved version.
Okay, hold on. Crunch.
I need you to draw a straight line from the ground level at the camera.
Okay.
And draw a straight line to the base of Mount Rainier.
Oh, I know what you're going for. And then at the halfway point, find out what
Well,
the height is.
not the halfway point. I need you to go to the side peak and measure what the height is from that baseline to the base of the side peak.
Wait, what? All right, hold on a second here. Let me get these level lines out of here. Get that out of there as well. Okay, so and I need to.
And I need to actually save this measurement.
Set distance. Okay, so to the base of side peak.
Oh, no, to the base. The line is from the camera to the base of the Mount Rainier.
Oh, to the base of Mount Rainier.
Yeah.
Shit. So from the
Because
camera
I'm
to
going
the
to
base
be
of Mount Rainier.
Yeah, the base of the camera, ground level to the base of Mount Rainier.
You know, that's two different things, man. I'm
How's it?
at the base below the camera.
Right. That's exactly what I need.
Okay, MSL below the camera.
Right. At both locations. Now, what I need you to do is find the height from that line that you just drew to the base of the side peak. And the reason why I need this is because when I build the physical model, I'm going to demonstrate it on a flat and a curve, but I need the quote-unquote bulge.
Yeah, you need the height of the bulge, right? Okay, now I know what you mean. Because obviously you're not going to be making a perfect curve. You're just going to be compensating for the.
Right. I'm going to raise the side peak up the required height to match the curve of the Earth.
Okay, so everything metric, mind you.
Yep.
I have to the base of side peak. I have 0.563.
Thank you, sir.
Now, do you want them all? Because we can do them all.
Nope, that's the only one I needed.
But what about St. Helens?
Oh, we can do that one too. What the hell?
$0.555.
Alrighty, thank you.
Nah.
Now, bear in mind, I'm going to be doing this in 1/10,000th scale.
Yep.
Yeah,
so you're barely even going to get that 0.5 in there.
Yeah, it's not lifting it up much, but it does make a huge impact.
Oh yeah, of course it does. Okay, for anybody who doesn't understand what we just did there, when Shawn builds his model, basically what he's going to be doing, I'll even show what he's going to do, or at least tell me if I have my understanding correctly. Okay, when you build your model, obviously you're going to be doing this like across something concrete or across some ground or something like that, or at least a leveled height.
I'm seeing about getting access to an indoor basketball court.
Excellent. Okay, so a leveled height.
Yes.
Now what he's going to do is he's going to put his camera down, and he's going to put his camera down. That's going to be at a specific height. Now when he goes to draw or put in his analogs for his mountains, obviously doing those, like this would be Side Peak, this would be St. Helens, and then this would be Rainier. Actually, St. Helens would be just a little bit taller. But what the measurement that he just asked me to do was because he's not going to be actually putting up a dirt slope all the way across this thing.
Yep, the school wouldn't let me do that.
What he wanted to know was from here, from the base below the camera to the base below here, he wants to know the distance increased for these two objects per the curvature of the Earth. So so he can compensate, below it for some bit there. And no, that makes perfect sense. Just took me a second because I thought you were going for bulge, but now you were just going for the raised level at that point. Now I understand that.
Well, technically it is compensating for the bulge.
Well, no, I mean it is, but what I'm saying is I thought you were going to go for the bulge point because bulge point would actually be a lot closer.
Right, and that's not what I need. I didn't even know what the bulge effect at the mountain's distance is going to be.
Now let's have some fun here because it's so fun to hear British people say bulge.
Conspiracy Catz, say bulge.
Say bulge, man.
Bulge.
All right. So what I'm going to do now, that's this point right here.
And this leads back to the opening joke where I said, we're going to measure the bulge.
I've been doing that since I was 13.
Sly, measure my bulge.
We're doing bulge. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to. This is just drawing out the lines. Forget curve calculators. You can draw out the lines. All right. So the line to there. Now, what do I got here? I got it's kind of reverse engineering the bulge measurement. Oh wait, actually I don't even need that. What's this? Now that I got the point where it actually crosses with the horizon.
Chat's gone bulge happy.
he's doing bulge.
We're talking about bulge.
Let's have a look in there.
We're all 6 now. Thank you guys.
So let's so now what's the length of that now? Because what I did was I took it to the intersection, and so that's going to be 167. 167.329, and then I'll just, because old people suck at math, let's see, 167.329 divided by 2 equals 836645. So now we'll put this at a specific length. 836645. Shawn, I wonder if you have Metabunk open.
If I have Metabug open? No, I don't.
Yeah. I'm wondering what the height of the bulge is going to be. I'm not 100% positive that the method I'm doing here is actually working, but I think it does.
What was we'll do this in metric since that's what you're already set up as.
Okay.
Distance is 16 what? 7?
I'm sorry. The distance between the observer and the endpoint, you mean?
Yeah.
Would be to Rainier, so that's 167.3.
And viewer height in meters?
Viewer height in meters was 520 is what I put in.
The bulge is 549.18 meters at the center. Well, at the the center point.
Hidden or bulge?
That's bulge.
Okay, so hence we find the method I was just doing that I just kind of made up in my head was incorrect, but I think it was actually correct, and I'll tell you why in a second. Watch this, because that was actually a physical measurement.
Guys, he says the bulge height depends on the level of excitement of the observer. Well, there's the Viagra variable too. So
now this is something that even I think Miles Davis even put on his or not Miles Mick West put on his in there. Okay, now what is this distance here? This distance is going to be different. This distance is 167,326. Okay. So 167. Sorry. 167.326 divided by 2 equals, okay, 83.663. So specify length, 83.663. So put that out in the middle there. It's going to be considerably longer than the other one. Specify length. How many?
shit. 549.18.
Okay, well I have, oops, let's go for very specifics here. I want to know how good I got. Oops. This guy here.
Oh, I've just had a message from Mike. He says apparently some people are claiming that Riley right now is disputing the angle of the side peak.
The angle of the side peak.
Sorry, the accuracy of the height of the side peak.
Of course he's disputing it because he was a dumbass and measured the wrong fucking peak. I'd dispute it too if I was a dumbass and measured the wrong fucking peak. 548?
549.18.
Okay, well, within about a half a meter.
Yeah.
But in that shows. I've never wanted to say this because flat earthers are always gonna, they're gonna love to run with it. There is in the mathematical calculations that come out in Earth curve calculators, and like I said, before you start saying that Sly is saying that Mick West is wrong, Mick West goes into this in detail in his site. What do you call it? The distance that is measured is actually not surface distance. Okay, it is a straight line distance between the the MSL point below the camera or the observer and the MSL point at the base of the target. It is not the surface distance. Okay, it is a straight line between them. The bulge is actually measured as the middle point above that, which is what you just saw me do by dividing it by 2 to find out where I was supposed to be measuring from. The bulge is actually the center point of that and the distance between the straight line and the surface line. Now, that's why Mick West has on his site that he says that these things are usually only deadly accurate or very, very good accurate up to about 100 or maybe even 150 kilometers.
Interesting development.
What's that?
Oakley's live right now trying to debunk what we're doing here.
Really? Well, then perhaps this is the moment to say, watch this. Text. Hey, Oakley. Download Gmax and do it yourself. It's free.
I'm not even listening to what they're saying, but I'm going to post in his chat box.
Oh, that'll get
I've just
destroyed really quick.
Yeah, just thanked him for disproving flat Earth.
Is he at least showing my screen?
He's no, they've got a photograph of. No, they've got their own photographs with some crap on it, but I can't hear what they're saying because obviously I'm here.
Well, I'll tell you what. I am very privileged to have 242 people in my chat right now. Everybody, just go over and just type this out in his chat, please. So, and they said this is on Riley's or on Oakley's.
No, please.
I've been banned. I've been banned already. I only posted one thing. What? Sorry, guys. Language. I've been banned already. Oh my word.
Actually, no, you haven't yet, Conspiracy Catz.
Oh no, I posted a second comment and it hasn't come up. Yeah.
No, because when you get banned,
I'm seeing all kinds of them.
when you get banned, it actually removes all of your previous posts.
Oh, does it? So what's happened to me then?
I don't know, but your first post is still there.
Well, let me try again then. Sly has just destroyed flat Earth. That's what I'm posting. Oh yeah, that one's stuck. Must have been deleted maybe.
He's looking at the side peak from a different location.
Look at the wobbliness of that line he's got on the screen after the Nikes.
Wait a minute. Is that not? That's St. Helens before it went off, isn't it? Or is that
Before and after?
Yeah.
I don't even know what they're saying, but I'm just going to spam the same.
He's talking something about elevations and stuff like that. But I think what he's trying to show now, how high is? Wait, why is he using 1404? What? Where's there even 1404?
1404 meters.
1404 meters. No, it's 1410 or 14410. Okay, maybe he's got the. Well, even then, that's not how you do that because you have to actually measure that up against its prominence.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So they're just kind of just shooting out numbers wherever the hell they feel like it.
Pretty much.
Hey, look, there's the part where they got wrong on the Miles Davis stuff, Ranty. Because you know that Ranty actually said that Riley actually defended Ranty, said he could actually put the ruler wherever he wanted. It didn't matter.
Hold on, Sly. Riley just verified the 1.52 degrees using the math on Rainier.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Oh, someone set up an account in my name, but they've called it something rude.
Oh, jeez.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, I'll take it as a form of flattery.
Yeah, I got one or two of those as well. Multi Tom Tom says, "Fuck Gmax." Yeah. Doesn't it suck? Thank you to everybody who's writing out that message for me. Download Gmax and do it yourself. It's free. And don't hit kids. Damn.
That's got a sting to it, that one.
Oh, well, do I really even want? Well, I've already moved back. Oh, wait, no, I haven't. I thought that was the screen cap that I did. Wait, what's he saying?
Oh, God.
Hilarious.
Wait, he said it's difficult to get the size of the side peak?
Can you find that side peak for us, Sly?
I'm gonna look. Hold on a second here.
Ike has just said to mention that the side peak shouldn't even matter. Like the peak to peak support the globe in terms of the relationship between them.
Let's see. 3 sides of St. Helens. Well, that's even saying that side peak is an actual name. You know, I think he was actually using that to be able to determine it. Let's see. Well, here's. That was the day before the eruption.
Oh, my comments are vanishing now. Oh, I know.
I'm not certain that side peak is an official name, of course. Well, screw it. Watch this. I used it to nail it anyway, so there it is right there. That's the side peak.
What's the elevation there, Sly?
Elevation, according to Google Earth, is I got 1980 meters. And I used 1982 in my calculation.
So that even favoured them, didn't it? Brilliant.
So, yep. It seems
Guys, we've already found the side peak, and we've already seen that Sly's measurement was 2 meters off.
So if you guys were wondering where the side peak is, because Nathan and them, they have difficulty finding things. Here's GPS for it right here. GPS, that satellite stuff. So that's where the side peak is. And as a matter of fact, one thing that I really love ever since we did that. Remember we were trying to find out if a picture was being taken on a pier or not? Remember that, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
I love the accuracy of. Oh damn! I was hoping I was going to be able to actually pinpoint something on Mount Rainier with that peak, but it's actually a little bit off of it, so I won't be able to look at it. Darn. Oh, what's all that?
So, Sly, here's what you type into the chat. Copy the coordinates to the side peak and say, what's the elevation at this location where the side peak is? And then have everybody copy paste that over to Nathan's show.
All right. Oh, I'll do it better. I'll put it into the chat over here. Let's see. Where was that?
Ryan Q. Vincent, I don't know him, but he's calling you a liar, Sly. Apparently, what you've done live in front of everyone tonight, you've been dishonest and you've lied somehow. He doesn't know how, but you've done it. So well done for tricking us, man.
Oh yeah. Well, it's what I get paid for.
Oh, they're ending it.
Oh, ending the stream. No.
I mean, he's showing his mug. There you go. Let me see if I can get one in on his, or is it gone already?
You put it in your chat.
No, I know. I was giving that for everybody else. Side peak location. Thanks for the free views, Sly. Well, it's not like you're getting paid for it now, are you, Jose?
Okay. I'm going to put something in the chat. Everybody needs to copy it and paste it into either his chat or the comments on his
Holy
video.
shit. It's already going. It's just flooding. Ute says, "Why can't anyone prove that the Earth is moving?" Yeah, they did that. Who did that? Oh yeah, Bob did that.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay, well, this is all I really have time for, unfortunately, because I just got the high sign at the door.
You've been brilliant, Sly. You've been absolutely brilliant. I wish I
Well,
could do what you can do.
well, let me say something here. I test what people bring me. Okay, and then because I'll be the first one to tell you that you faked a photo, or your coordinates were off, or your height was off. I even told Miles that I think he was off by about 2 or 3 meters. Okay, but I'll be the first one to bust that out because the numbers are not going to lie to me. And so when I model it out and it matches reality, guess what? That confirms the numbers. Period. And so, I mean, you could say brilliant and stuff like that. I see it more as I built a model per the numbers that I've used 100 times now and compared them to information that is readily researchable and available. And guess what? It matched and confirmed the observation. So
Well,
that to me is the cool part.
I think you've been brilliant, and I want to say Ike. I think Ike has been brilliant with like trying to farm this photograph out to us because it's going to run and run. Is this? So yeah, you and Ike have been brilliant. And
Yeah, well, I thank Mike for the awesome picture. That was cool. So
it was yeah, it's fantastic. And the fact is, he can get whatever pictures in it because apparently he literally just lives down the road, which is superb.
All right, so ladies and gents, I'm sorry to cut this short here. Thank you for everybody who posted over at Nathan's, and what do you call it? Let's see if he does anything with that information. He probably won't. What do you call it? Because I paid all of you to go do that, and but that's all there is to this. Shawn, thanks for bringing this to my attention, and Katz, thanks for getting that picture from Mike, and
Thanks for doing it.
so we can get the sharp one up there. All right, so ladies and gents, that's all I really got. Got to hang up, and so all y'all have a nice night.